What's up, guys? I'm back with another Nick Jones reaction. I like watching his content and getting his impact on stuff. I have not watched Sinners at all. I like what? But because this is a popular topic, and by the way, this is his credits for you guys saying I'm stealing his content. I am not. This is just a reaction video. This is the title right here. So for y'all to say, "Oh, I'm stealing his content," because I'm not. This is just a reaction. So with this being said, I want to hear his input. Let's just get straight into the video.
All right, y'all. So I was watching this video from Chloe Bailey, and she was on live. She was talking about the movie Sinners. Somebody asked her, have you seen the movie Sinners? Which I have not seen the movie Sinners. I know
Me neither.
a lot of y'all have seen it. A lot of y'all haven't, but I'm personally not interested in watching the movie Sinners. But somebody asked her, have you seen the movie Sinners? And she said, yeah. And she actually said that she cried for an hour after watching that movie because it impacted her so much. And then she said something else that really stuck with me. And it got me thinking because, I know who Chloe Bailey is. I know her sister. They're both very talented. I don't know her sister, but I know of her sister. They're both very talented.
I think it's Haley or Holly Bailey or something like that. But yeah, it's her sister.
Singers, songwriters, actresses, all of that stuff, right? In the industry. And I've seen her talk about her faith. I've seen her talk about God. I've seen her talk about how she used to sing in the church a little bit when she was growing up. And I've seen her talk about how much prayer is important to her in her life. All of that stuff, which is beautiful, right? But she said something in that live stream. Like I said, it stuck with me. So that led me down a little bit of a path to kind of look more into some of the projects that she has been involved in the past as it relates to the industry. And it'll all make sense as to why I started looking a little bit deeper into it in a second. And I found this movie that she was involved in called Praise This. Now, I heard loosely, and this was a couple of years ago that this movie came out. I heard about this movie loosely. I never really paid too much attention to it just because I was looking at the people who were in it at the time. And I just kind of was like, I could see what y'all are doing. You've got Drewski in it. You've got Country Wayne in it. It's produced by Will Packer, in promoting this movie, Will Packer said something along the lines of like he's not a believer, or he's like is not in church and stuff like that, but somehow he's producing a movie for Christians about gospel music. It
That's
really doesn't
weird.
make any sense. But anyway,
That is real weird.
she said something in this interview that got a lot of people upset, specifically about God and specifically about challenging normal Christian views and behaviors, which I found to be very, very interesting. And then I stumbled across this video as well, which is from a woman that goes by the name of Prophetess Jasmine, who put out a prophetic dream that was concerning Chloe Bailey. So she's talking about a dream that she had.
And guys, I'm sorry I'm being extremely quiet. I just really want him to get to the point. So yeah, and see what they're talking about in the movie Sinners and all that. Because I'm going to be honest, I was kind of thinking about checking it out, but let's just see.
Concerning Chloe Bailey. And I watched this and I found it to just be very interesting as well. Now, I want to play this first, and then I want to play, well, actually, no. Let's play this video first. So this is a video from her live stream talking about the movie Sinners. All right, let's get to it.
No. Did you see Sinners? Yes, I saw Sinners. It was phenomenal. I absolutely freaking loved it. Can I be honest? After Sinners, I cried. Do you want to know why I cried? Yes or no? Or you're just like, Chloe, you cried because you're a crybaby. Just tell me. Okay, so I think anyone who, it just reminds you so much of the industry, right? And it's like you could have a gift like he did with his guitar, and like they said, when he's singing, he's honoring his ancestors and uplifting and all of that, but then it also attracts the not good. So it's like, in order for him to be successful, the vampires were telling him he has to sell out so that he could be, so that he could live forever and his music could live forever. And it's exactly
she's kind of getting at. Yeah, I get what she's getting at, and I'm just gonna say my input. Basically, if some of y'all don't know, because there's a case some of y'all just don't know, but getting into that industry, you guys gotta be really careful, especially as Christians. Even me, because I want to be a director, but like for those people who like get into these industries and then they make a sacrifice or whatever, just so they, it's just like pointless. It's like you're like making some type of deal with the person downstairs just so you can be happy on this earth, which isn't gonna last forever, but you literally gonna have eternal life up there. So why are we worried? So why are we as Christians so worried about, or not even Christian, or as people in general, why are we so worried about happiness here when it ain't gonna last forever? Where you're not put in this earth to be comforted. You're put on this earth to live for his purpose, so that when you die here, up there you'll be living forever and ever, fulfilled with just eternal joy and happiness and peace.
like things that I see and go through every day. And that's why I just like broke down crying, because it was showing like the people who decided not to go to the other side, they were in there fighting for their lives, they were in there going through it, while the ones who did give in, they were outside celebrating and having a good time and got things quicker and things like that. So the reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day, and no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it. And it also showed that what you have to give negativity permission to be inside. And as long as you don't invite it in, you'll be okay and safe. So that's why I really resonated with Sinners, and I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was done so beautifully, and I'm just really proud of everyone who was a part of it. And I even cried when he was singing in the bar, and you see all the different, the history.
Yeah, so y'all saw from the beginning. If y'all want to check out the rest of this video, I love you guys, but God loves you more. Put a crown on the like button. Album dropping soon. Music album. Peace out.